is Dr. Kai, and I thought I'd make a very quick live stream video of my program ED Profiler, because I actually think that it's so useful, and I just feel like so many people, when they finally find out what it does, will be very happy that I took the time to tell them, as well as explain how to use it for the ones that already know about it. So I've added 2 tools to ED Profiler quite recently. Obsidian Ant made a video about them. That's how cool they are. And I'll talk about the rest of this towards the end, but I just want to be as quick and brief and simple as possible. So the first one, which I think is going to be very useful for the expedition, is my chat logs tool. Now if you click this, what it does is it opens another tool that lets you read your chat history. And I've just updated it now to include all the different types of chat. So we've got direct chat, as in private messages, we've got local chat, system chat, wing chat, squadron chat, and system messages, because I've also included some system messages which I'll show you in a second. So the main way to use it is to just pick a date, so let's just say today, and we'll do show chat history. And what it does, I've been testing because I did update it today, is it gives you all of the chat in a nice, easy to read way, color coded in the same way as the game with the default coloring. So for example, here we have squadron chat, and that's me talking to the squadron. And also inside the system I met someone, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, you can also filter, so if I want to get rid of system chat, we just saw some of that, so I click that and it should update, and now you won't find any system chat, which was around here, now it's gone. So anyway, just in case I reveal some private conversations, I'm not going to do much more about that. You can also do live chat detection, so if I click this, it's now going to auto update as chat happens. So if I do, say, local, and then I do a test, it should update. Yep, there you go. That's really good. For example, if someone sends you a system, they type it in here, and you want to copy paste it so you can put it back into, you know, the galaxy map, or if someone sends you a link to a website, you can actually copy from here. Control C will copy that. So there you go. Now that is the first one, and as you can imagine, it's now that we've got squad chat, it's going to be crazy, so it's really cool that we now have a way of looking that up, and I'm very proud that I made this tool. You don't have to install it for it to start collecting logs. It reads them from the player journals as well as from the old ED log files back in the day when we had log files. So you pick any date. If I go, say, all the way back to, I don't know, 2018 January, and I click show chat history, it really will go back and just read loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. And yeah, I mean, it can get quite slow if you do something like this, but it will find it all. And yeah, this is chat that I had. I don't know what that is. I think when it goes back that far, maybe the dates aren't that accurate. It is slightly buggy, but it overall works, so I think it's very useful. Now the next tool I want to show you about is even cooler in some ways. Let's close that. It's the commander logs. Now this tool is for creating logs. Now it does 2 things. One, if I were to type in local chat now, test, and it's obviously not going to work, just to embarrass me. Did it work? Oh dear. Apparently it's not working. Oh well, I can assure you it normally does work, and if I can't get it working by the end of this video, well, I'm not going to get it working by the end of this video. If I can't get it working by the end of the evening, I assure you I'll work on it all night until it is working. But it's been working all day, and I can even prove it. This was from 5:30 today. What it normally does is it... Ah, there we go. It's because I got that ticked. Duh. Now watch. You ready? Yep, that little beep means it's now working. Also, let me just get the stream up just in case there's questions being asked. Murphy's Law, yeah, exactly. It's a shame that you can't do the journey, but you can join us in multi-crew, so please do. Now let's do that again. So I type test, and over here we actually have, it says log begin test. So what you could use this for example, is I am in an awesome system with rings around a planet, and it's really cool. This is exactly what Captain Kirk would say. He would type it in, and well, he would talk it and it would be made into a log. Now that is a way of basically creating logs without having to alt tab out of the game. Very good for VR users, very good for the people that want to just kind of, what's the word? Just kind of put their thoughts down without having to worry too much about it, and then it kind of makes it all nice. So, for example, right now, let's see. Okay, something's changed. All right, so let's go to an older log because it'll give me more information. So, for example, in Sirius, if you were around the star of Sirius, it would say in region of Sirius A, and or another planet, or it could say that you're docked at a certain place, or if you're in orbit, it will say somewhere above Lucifer, the planet. If you are in Super Cruise, it will say that. And also, it will add nice things like the time. You can take that off. It will add supplemental entry, just for immersion's sake. Info is this one here. Log watch. Right now, I won't explain that, but that you can read over here. It's all over here when you click the question mark. And screenshots is what I really want to show you because that's extremely useful for the expedition. If I were to take a screenshot now, F10, it would find that screenshot file, put it here, and then put a preview above. That, can I just say, if you only use it for that, that is going to really, really change the expedition for you, especially if you want to do a lot of discovering. If you're like kind of doing stuff for the codex, or you're trying to keep a log of all the amazing things you saw, the in-game bookmarking system is pretty rubbish because you can make bookmarks, but you don't know what they are. You kind of have to zoom in and check what did you write. This is actually visual. So, for example, I can go back and Murphy's Law's happening again. It should be making... Oh, well. It should be making a preview of these. And it's not. Just to show me up. Oh, I know why. It's because I've deleted all these screenshots and I've turned them into PNGs. Okay, I'm going to have to worry about that later. This is why you shouldn't do it as a live stream. You should do a proper video. I've done a proper video, so anyway. What it will do is you can just scroll through all the different systems you've been to and just see at a glance what the cool thing was that you saw there, and then you can later then upload it, or you can later then write a blog about it, whatever it is you want to do. All you have to do is literally have this tool running in the background and literally press F10, and that's it. Just carry on playing, and at the end of your play session, just go through. It will basically create a system for you. It will create a file for you. Now these are actually log files in this folder here, Commander Logs. So if I click that, oh no, that's to change it. If I want to open it, I have to click that, and it's on the screen. These are all the files here. They're just simple text files, and they have the information in them. It's the tool itself that makes it look nice. It's looking for keywords and stuff like that. And there's an expedition mode where if you have that on, I'm not going to do it because I don't want it to mess up what I'm currently doing now. It will keep everything in a single log with a name that you give it. You can search and you can merge and you can pop out. So this one's now popped out. I can edit it later. You can, what else can you do? Copy the system name to the clipboard. You can actually open the text file directly from here. You can rename it. Don't know what's going on here about all that error messaging. But you can also edit it. It saves automatically. And also, if you're worried about the local chat, everything you write in there getting populated, just click that. And what happened at the beginning was, look, if I type in log now and that, it will still record it, but not if you don't have the log at the beginning. It has to be capitals. Alright, let's go to some questions. No questions. Wait, hold on. Will you try and open source the tools so we can get our hands on dirty developing and fixing stuff? I don't think I'm ever going to open source it. I'm sorry. Next question. None of this is working for you. It's not going to work on PlayStation 4. I'm really sorry about that. Unless Frontier changed something drastic. But even then, I don't have a PlayStation 4, so I can't really develop it for that. That could be a reason to open source. Anyway. Yeah, so what is next? Right, what else does the tool do? Just because I thought I did say I would talk about it. So the actual tool itself, the base tool, is for creating graphics profiles. So as you can see, all the graphic settings that are in the game are listed here with all their options. And what you do is you create a setting you like for example, if I'm playing in 4K, that will be that one. It's not actually set to 4K, but you can set that there. And you put the settings how you like them. Then you do save profile or save as new profile. Now, if you then like if I go to streaming, it picks those, and then all you do is click apply before the game is launched, and then when you launch the game it will take on the settings. So it's a great way of storing like different groups of settings. So I've got a streaming setting, I've got VR, I've got 4K, I've got one for a laptop, I've got someone's settings that I saw on the forum that I like. And what else does it do? It's got extra settings. You can change some of the more sneaky settings that Frontier have opened up inside the graphics configuration XMLs. And yeah, so it does that. It's got a HUD colors editor, a really good one that has avatars. I've never seen another HUD colors editor that has avatars. And it's got live update and a randomizer. And as you'll notice if you click the randomizer, the vast majority of settings are not avatar friendly, which is an interesting thing to learn. You can extend the range to make it less. It's even got a color picker. So for example, if I want, like I like that red there, but I want this to be blue. So I click on replace main, because main is like the main orange, and I click blue. And sometimes it doesn't work, but sometimes it does. If we start more like, let's say at the default. Now say I want that to be blue, so again main is ticked, I click blue and it will make it blue. Now if I just want to touch the highlights, then I click the highlights thing and I do green and it makes them green. It's not perfect, but it's actually really good. Most of the time you will get what you want, and it also tells you if the avatars are going to be blank. Please add the ability to store bindings. I really don't think I'm going to do that, because that would be literally a week's work and I'd have to take the week off my own real work. So unless someone's going to fund me, the amount of settings in the binding files is crazy. I'd love to do it, believe me, and I actually might get around to doing it one day. You've also got blends here, so like for example, it will just kind of average out to the color you pick. So if, yeah, like that's a kind of a dull red or a more ruddy red or a blue, you know. And yeah, it's got loads of presets built in, and you can save your own presets. So when you click OK, it goes back to here, and then you can save to existing or save preset. You can apply that only. It had a tone mapping tool which is gone, and that is pretty much it. It's got travel logs as well, so if you've been playing Elite for a long time and you had loads of jumps stored in your log files and you want to import them into the galaxy map where you've got a visited stars filter, this will do that. And you can unlock the model draw distance, and yeah, so the download and install is in the description of this video. And is there anything else I needed to tell you? There are other videos all about this, and hopefully tone mapping will come back. But anyway, for the Distant Worlds 2 expedition, I really just wanted you to know, especially the commander's log and the chat logs, I really hope you guys like it and use it, and it really brings a lot of benefit to you. The tool is 100% free. It's 100% virus free, I can assure you that. There's no way I would write a virus, and it will not break your computer. It might make your antivirus complain a bit because it doesn't have a certificate, because those aren't free, and the program is free. Now, I'm going to take questions if there are any. Otherwise, yes. So someone has just mentioned that Commander's Log doesn't react to anything they do in Elite. That was something I've literally fixed today. So if you could try it again, I'm sure you'll find that it's working. If it's not, please do email me, because I really want it to be working. The problem was that it was reading, if you were in the beta, it was reading your beta files by mistake just because of the stupid way I coded it. I found that it only works in local chat, so that log foo will only log an empty entry. What does log foo mean? What are you talking about? You probably have to explain. No, it was because there's a different type of journal file called a journal beta, and that became prioritized in the way I was searching for the journal files, so it was looking in that and it wasn't working, and I just fixed that today. There's one bug. If you do a quotation, then that ruins it, unfortunately. So you can't do quotes. Oh, it's not open. But anyway, that'll just come up as a backslash, and I'd have to do a complete rewrite of the whole thing to fix that. So maybe stick to single quotes. Yeah, the double quotes doesn't work. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long and put people off watching it. Oh, it works. Congratulations, I have fixed it. So everyone, please download it and try it if it sounds cool, because it's very simple, it's very lightweight, and I'm sure you'll love it. It's got, we're up to like 60 or 70,000 downloads by now. So it's definitely being well used, and I just want the people on the expedition to be able to use it. Alright guys, thanks for watching.